What a year it's been for all of us. 2020 has had its ups and it's certainly had its downs. As the year comes to a close, I'm making it a priority to try and focus on all of the good things that came from this year. Although it's hard to find the light at the end of the tunnel, it's definitely possible. During the lockdown, I still managed to somehow create lifelong memories, and I didn't let the pandemic affect my life as negatively as what it could. Even if it's hard to think of positives to come from this year, we can still think of it as a life lesson. We take absolutely everything for granted, and this year has just shown that anything can be taken away from us at any time. In this case, that was our freedom. Instead of dwelling on such a negative year, we should look back at the year as a life lesson. At the start of the year, I was lucky enough to enjoy one trip with friends to Amsterdam, but shortly after, all of my remaining plans for the year were ruined. The pandemic sent every single country on the planet into some sort of a national lockdown, meaning we couldn't really leave our house, let alone our local area. After the first few months of being bedbound every single day, as you can imagine, I got pretty bored like every other person on the planet. I took it upon myself to travel around my local area as lockdown restrictions were eased and things slowly started to become, dare I say it, normal again. Of course there were and still are so many measures and prevention schemes put into place to try and keep us all safe, and nothing is really normal as it stands, but I managed to go and see friends. Being stuck in my home county was hard as a filmmaker and photographer because I feel like there are no new exciting landscapes or nice enough areas to create content. With no choice but to work with what I have and try to find new hidden gems in my area, I decided to not let the pandemic limit me and my creativity, and instead I started finding beautiful places just an hour drive away from me. There's a saying, you have two lives and the second one begins when you realise you only have one. I think that second life starts for me now, as I realise how scarce freedom can be and how rewarding it is to live life on your own terms, doing things that you enjoy as much as possible. Thank you so much for watching, guys. I hope that at least one of you takes something away from this video. If that happens, then it was worth making. Hopefully this video has also helped you get inspired for the new year. If there's a dream that you guys want to chase, or if there's anything you want to do with your life, I mean, there's no reason not to do it. Take risks in 2021 because, like I said, 2020 hit us by storm. We all didn't know that was going to happen, and how it happened was tragic to everybody. But it just goes to show that can happen any year. So if there's any year you should really go for it and take risks, it's just shown from this year, you should go for it next year, if that makes sense. I'm not saying that COVID's gonna just completely disappear in 2021, but I mean, it's looking positive with the things like the vaccines that have been made. But in New Zealand, they're all cleared now. But let's try not to talk too negatively, and I don't really care about COVID at this point in time. It is what it is. I'll abide by the local restrictions and rules. But apart from that, I'm just gonna look to create content and live my life to the fullest. Again, I want to thank everyone for watching. If you enjoyed it, please leave a big thumbs up. It does go a long way for me. Also leave a comment and give me some constructive criticism or anything you think I could have done differently in the video. I'd definitely love to hear that. Also, if you guys could share the video with at least one friend, that also goes a very long way for me. Maybe they need to see it. Maybe that's what they need to ignite their inspiration for 2021. I don't know, but either way, if you could share it on social media or with a friend, again, it goes a long way for me, so I really appreciate that. I hope you all have the best new year, and I'll be continuing to make content as much as possible throughout the new year. Other than that, I will catch you guys in the next one.